StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. We're actually going to continue on the campaign. Please go ahead and, if you guys don't know anything else about StarCraft except what you've seen in the videos, I will do this ahead. I suggest that you guys will stop and look at another video because, pretty much I'm not, the next mission will be filled with so many spoilers. And if you guys hear noise in the background, I'm actually going to eat while I do this. So, because this one is going to be a long time. So, yeah. Anywho. Yeah. So, I already give you a huge spoiler warning.
Now, friend Raynor, you must see the Overmind's vision of the future. The end of my people, and of all things. This is our fate, should Kerrigan die.
I don't think I want to see any vision of the Overminds. But if Kerrigan's involved, I need to know.
On a distant, shadowed world, the Protoss will make their final stand. Their heroes will gather. Their forces will be marshaled, and they will die bravely. But still, they will die. And my Zerg will be slaves to the hybrid. All will bow before the power of the Fallen One.
Now, if you see the two, black creatures off to the side at the Protoss, hybrid, those two are actually Zerg hybrid. But mostly I can tell the difference is because mostly if they're Protoss, so they pretty much one won't have a mouth and two they will stay with shiny stuff. While Zerg will mostly have actually a mouth and many pinchers, and pretty much they'll try to be mostly having a lot of weapons.
Protoss brethren, heed me. The last twilight has fallen. The galaxy burns around us. The Terrans have been consumed. We are all that stands against the Shadow. But if we are to meet our end this day, then we will do so as one. Entaro Tassadar! Shozak Maknul.
So anyway, you get a huge beginning army. Which means if you want more, you need to get a lot more supply. Luckily enough, we have two bases right next to each other. Both of them not fully functional. I will actually begin working on process on getting both these.
Is complete.
Both of them working on a high standard.
Great One, the vault is prepared. Guard us while we preserve our knowledge for those that may follow. They must not make the mistakes we did.
My burdens weigh heavily.
And we get a bonus jet that we need to protect them for 25 minutes. So they can secure the vault. And we'll see if you see this. This is actually a warp gate, a huge one. This one meant to send in more units. Anywho, I'm gonna try to set up a lot of defenses.
I have rallied the last of our great fleet.
Your timing is impeccable, Admiral Urun. When the enemy takes to the air, we will need your support.
we gained another hero. And now we get the starport, which mostly will be teleporting our big ship. This guy is on. These are actually
Where do our enemies
phoenixes.
lurk?
These guys are not good at attacking ground, but they do have ability that he makes up for it. Gravity beam, which will allow us to pull ground units up to the sky and hit them hard.
The Zerg performed their function as I planned. My hybrid are proof of this. Now, the last of the Protoss will fulfill their function in death.
Anyway, we're going to try to keep our units alive, and I want to try to keep the heroes because each hero has a special line. Either way, right now the beginning armies will be very, very weak, no matter what.
My allegiance is yours.
Base is under attack.
Never forget that these also count as units. And I'm going to send this server back where it belongs. And for one reason alone.
I will erase the demons.
Because you do not want to be carrying Zergers with you. And mostly they are pretty good at scouting
Zerg
stuff
are
out.
swarming at our flanks. We have to react quickly or our perimeter defenses will fall.
I'm pretty much going to keep your units to get off a tab, but I'm going to keep them together just in case. Now we can build more units, or we can pretty much start overhauling. Looks like we overproduced. No matter. For now, I'm going to try to fortify each area.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Because I do not plan to leave.
Embrace the glory of battle.
You address me?
Anyway, I think we just lost all our towers. Which means we probably need to reinforce this a lot more than we do need to reinforce the other one. And mostly right now, I want to try to make sure and try to get it as close as we can to the front. The closer we get, the better off we're going to be. The better off we're going to be, the more likely we're able to survive. Now this mission is just mostly surviving. There's no bonus objective that requires us to leave the base. There is a base outside to help us get
Base is under attack.
as you can pretty much see right here. The cannons are holding up hard. Very good. As you can pretty much see, these cannons are actually taking on a lot of their forces. We haven't yet. My one problem is right now is we need to get our defenses up and we need to keep them running. Which means whatever defenses we lose and we're able to reach, we need to replace. This one is actually the hardest to take care of because it's more wider than other sections.
You have not enough minerals.
And it looks like we're running dry on minerals. Which means one thing. Probably want to stop spending too much cash. But right now, these outer defenses I really don't care about too much. Because mostly these outer defenses is already being taken care of several different types of areas. Which means we're able to support ourselves whenever we need to. This one here. And time for this side.
All shall be remade in my name. Behold, my greatest creation.
Which is an Omegalus. And how you can understand it, because it's actually bigger
You have not enough minerals.
than a normal set of units.
Base is under attack.
From which corner? That corner. The one that I don't have much set up for. And it looks like our cannons are actually hitting us harder. Oh, they don't have... Wow, the...
With pride. I'm detecting a large amount of Zerg activity in their hive clusters. Prepare for an assault.
You have not enough minerals.
Now the only reason why I'm spending a lot of cash on turrets than on unit itself, because these turrets will actually survive a lot longer than units themselves. And mostly, I want to try to make sure that we actually have okay, just in case that if I do have to move somewhere and they're hitting us hard, it can give us enough time to actually hit. And I forgot that they actually do go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to go ahead and send these units over here. Take care of them. Because what this means is we probably need to set more air defenses, which I'm going to keep here. Right now, I'm going to take a short little break to actually calculate how we do. And if I remember correctly, I don't think they'll send much of any other units onto the other side, because I believe they take each side as a
Base
pattern.
is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
I think after... Well, actually, I probably want to put it close to here. That I think we're doing. Oh, it's blocked off. Let's cancel that one. No. Mostly right now, I do not want to try to take air defenses on by hand. And why I do not want to take air defenses by hand, because it can hurt a lot. It can over here. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to build up this so we could actually send it.
Base is under attack.
Engaging the enemy.
As for now, we really want to try to take it on. Miss Zella is going to be brave,
Our
but
void
I'm going to
rays
fall
are
back.
ready to do their part. Disengage prism inhibitors and concentrate all batteries on the hybrid.
Well met, great Mohandar. For ire.
Now these are void rays, which are pretty strong in my case, because void rays are actually great.
I will
By the factor that they are able to attack ground, and this is for before the update that they had on this, I believe. So what that means is pretty much we have an easier time at taking out bigger units. I think I'll go ahead and click on this guy. Yeah, they have this ability right here, which allows their input to increase the longer that they use their abilities itself. You do not want to trap your probes, because even though they have spare, I want to try to use a lot of my probes to actually knock out what I need to knock out, which are big humongous units. I'm going to try to keep them nearby. I think for now I should save up a lot of what I have. Transforming these into this. Probably work on more void rays, because I do like using a lot of void rays. Because mostly you're able to have a lot more output, and they do cost a bit to use. But either way, you're going to be sitting in one spot for a long time. Now we have two missions, well, two main objectives, which is mostly allowing us to, one, you have to get 1,500 enemy forces, kill them all pretty much, and defend until the last Protoss falls. Which pretty much, if Zeratul falls, the last, that means game over.
The final hour is upon us.
Now, I think for now, I
Base is under
think
attack.
I should go ahead and go for this. But right now, I do not want to try to take him out for too long. We did get a loose opening somewhere, and I'm gonna try to patch up every single hole that I can, but sometimes it will not work. I think since I do have an opening, I'll try to patch up some of the work over here. I think I'm able to fit through it. Yeah.
I will be redeemed.
Now we have another hero unit. Now I'm going to try to work on weapons, which is mostly comes from cybernetics core. And I'm not sure what upgrades there are that we have, or what
Base is
upgrades we
under
do
attack.
not have. Either way, we'll find out shortly. I think all the upgrades are there, and I think there's no other way damage to anywhere at all.
This vessel.
Shozak Maknul.
Now, so far we got to 3 heroes. There's so many more heroes in the
Base is under
campaign.
attack.
I'm just sending these units because mostly, if we take out those, they'll just go to the front cannon and they're wasting their time.
With pride.
This side is not doing so well. So we need to probably send these units right here.
Base is under attack.
You address me?
Pro needs to get over here because mostly we just lost every single defense we placed here. Which means we're pretty much screwed over if they send in another unit. Luckily enough, if I remember correctly, they do not send in a whole bunch of units at once. What they do have to do anyway. But what they do is they set up a unit, and the longer we go, the bigger and stronger the units are. Depending on if we are so good, I just may go ahead and may just cut our units down. But if we do have not that many units and we have lost so much, I'm going to go ahead and I will just go ahead and end it. Yeah, so this is going, I think I have 2 of these, yeah. I also have 2 of those. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna mark the bigger units, like our hero units, because mostly I do not want to spend so much time doing whip.
Hand is turned against you. Even the ground beneath your feet carries the seeds of your destruction.
Yeah, they'll just continue sending in Nidus worms as long as they're able to, but mostly right now we got our units And if I remember correctly, we don't need to worry about it too much.
This is the hour of truth, noble Templar. Let the enemy know the wrath of Ire's champions.
Executor Celendus, unleash the full power of your forces. There may be no tomorrow.
Okay, we actually gain
Intaro
another here.
Testar, Zeratul.
We actually gain another unit. Well, we gain more. Carriers are mostly very good because, well, they really don't have to go into battle. They actually send in mini ships. Even though if they do die, they will actually able to reproduce it. Now, anyway, we need to be very, very careful still because mostly I don't know what units they'll pull out. And I'm going to try to make sure that I actually continue getting the upgrades that we absolutely need. Because mostly, even though that we have a humongous force, they'll still send in big stuff just to get stuff done. Looks like our armor is done. We're actually able to get to 3rd level. Luckily enough, we have enough units over here to attack. Yep. Those are the tiny ships. Yeah, so there we go. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll over and click this. It looks like we do have every single one of these fulfilled. I'm actually going to try to get both of them at the same time if I'm able to. Up, down, down. The only problem is I would keep 2 structures fully functional to do the job itself, but since they are split up very, very hard,
Upgrade complete.
that would be a little bit of a problem.
You have not enough minerals.
That should do. Yeah, I want to try to get more Colossus, even though they are quite expensive. We will not be leaving our little tiny perimeter. Unless we absolutely have to. Now we have 7 minutes left on the vault, which does have 2,000 life, but when there's a whole bunch of groups of Zerg on it, it really gets dangerous. Oh no, Brood Lords. Don't worry, I got this.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Yeah, we need to repair that. Now, the reason why I'm mostly going for these first is because mostly Brood Lords are mostly very, very hard on our ground structures. They are not in range of any of our units. So, we'll set these, but mostly they only attack raw, so it'll be fine.
Base is under attack.
I'm going to go ahead and send in these units right here to, well, pretty much send in this probe to reset it up.
Your warriors have
I
engaged
think I'll go
the
ahead and
enemy.
place another one right there.
My burdens weigh heavily.
Upgrade complete.
Now I'm going to go ahead and since the probe's not nearby, I'm going to
be
recapture
redeemed.
everything. The more bigger units we have, the more often we're actually going to be able to hit hard. I think since mostly we do have some spare cash, I think we do probably want to set some more towers up. Actually, no. Go here and set up this thing first. Then this thing. I think I will go ahead and I'm actually going to establish more turrets, because even though they aren't going to probably send even more stuff in, they're probably still going to hit hard. And I think I'll go ahead and send this probe back over here. Do what it needs to do. Now our army size is getting really, really big. I'm not really going for 100%
As
Wow.
I was your beginning, so shall I be your end. I will erase that.
Yeah, we're just gonna set these units over here.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah. We need to survive for quite a while. But luckily enough, the bigger the units are, the less ways we have to take. Well, it's going to be a long time. At the rate it's going. Now they're pretty much setting in what they have for units itself. Once these units are done, I'm actually going to tell them to go over here. Now these one have circuits. I really don't care if they die or whatever. Even though that they have more units coming out, I have really worked on getting bigger units in. Right now, they're just walking into this sludger.
Base is under attack. Base
I'm going
is
to tell
under
them after
attack.
they get done here to go over here. As you pretty much see, it looks they're speeding up their attacks. They're not really going to be doing much anything else. And I think once in a while they'll stop attacking and all that kind of stuff. But luckily enough, we do have a lot of units, and I mean a lot. So if they do try to do anything funny, we can just build up more units itself. Or
Base is under attack.
where? Oh. And it looks like we lost our observer, which means we probably need to watch out. Because there's a way that you could probably kill all your units. It's just mostly, I'm not sure on how many units that I will be having exactly. And the surprising part is, I'm completely now. I'm almost done
Base
upgrading.
is under attack.
And what that means is now, every time when I try to attack something now, it's going to be a lot harder now. Now I need to get the probe over here because since I'm able to walk through and hit these things, that's quite bad in some cases. Just right now, I do not want to deal with too much of anything. It looks like I do probably need to rebuild a lot of my turrets, but luckily enough, I did save up a lot of cash, and I will be going back and forth and seeing what.
Your
Think
probes
this is-
are under attack.
What did it just do there? Oh, it got trapped. Luckily enough, we got a spare probe, but as I said before, I really don't want to be losing these things as often as they are getting, well, dead. But I really don't mind all this kind of stuff. Now we do have a big defense area now.
You have no place to hide and nowhere to run.
Oh. Now, you do not want to screw up these things. You do not. Oh.
Base is under attack.
Oh dear. Don't worry about that. Because they don't really do anything. They just hit hard. As you can see, the vault is actually now under, so we do not need to worry about taking care of this area anymore. But I do want to try to probably hit it one more time. And I need to fall back. But I also need to probably send this probe backwards.
Base is under attack.
Now, they already took out the vault, no matter what.
I will erase the demon.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, no matter what now, we're just going to...
En Arudin.
We're just going to give up the base up in front because mostly they are able to scrap through it all they want. It's just right now they can't really scrap over it. And as you can pretty much see, I'm pretty much going to set up pylons just in case. Because mostly right now I'm not 100% sure if there will be another time. And right now, I know that I've freshly put down turrets, but mostly right now, we do not want to try to take on a whole tower. And really, we are really ahead, and we're really good. So I think I now have two choices to go with. And right now, Brood Lords really don't care. Won't care about coming to destroying some structures, but mostly since these are the only ones left, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to shoot them now and that kind of stuff. And warriors have beat. Oh, so that's where it's been. So I think from now on, I think I will go ahead and send everything back to here because mostly right now I don't really need the observers really. I mean, for right now. Oh, and it looks like my probe got stuck behind it. So I think I will try to go ahead and end it early. Because mostly, I don't want to make you guys suffer and go through it. I already done it once. I gotten over, well, I can't remember, but it was like more than like the 1,000 something. It was more like 10,000 or something. I don't know. But you can't, and it was on normal. I'm repeating normal so we don't have to go through a disaster significant because I did try to go on hard, see how that go, and it took me, like I spent 6 hours. Now, wherever it is 6 hours to go, a lot of this, I probably got to the Eon Crystal. Like, got through the Eon Crystal mode, which is mostly, I went through this fast. It's so long.
Base is under attack.
No matter, because right now I have it in the little corner area. So what that means is, even if they do try to come into the front lines itself, we first need to take care of us. Which means that now we are in the center of attention, so it's time to roll. Anywho, Brood Lords are the only thing that I'm probably going to be running into a lot of trouble with right now. But right now, I really don't care. Holding position is really doesn't matter now. Now this thing over here is protected. And it looks like we're getting even more units.
This is Hierarch Artanis, commanding the Shield of Iron. Our matrix fields are within range. Engaging mass recall.
And we now have Artanis.
My brethren, hear me, for there is little time left. All that remains of our race, our civilization, are those that stand beside you now. Trust in each other. Strike as one will. Let our last stand burn a memory so bright, we will be remembered forever. Entaro Tassadar!
Anywho, so now we have mass recall. And motherships, you can only have one of them because they're so overpowered now these
Base
days.
is under attack.
At one point they did remove it from StarCraft completely. The only problem with that is you do not really want to try to do that. Now motherships have 3 abilities, and the ones I see you're seeing right now is actually the cloak field, which allows our friendly units underneath, across, or next to actually be invisible. That's why you're seeing this guy invisible. So they won't attack that, but they will go ahead and try to attack this. But it does have 2 more abilities. They have Matrix Recall, which allows all the units in a radius to actually go back with it. But the
Base is under attack.
I probably just want to send it back, because right now I'm preparing for an army. Anywho. But it also has Vortex. Create a gravity vortex that stuns ground and air units in an area. Units within the vortex are immune to all damage and effects, lasting for 20 seconds. This lasts for a heck of a long time. I'm not going to be building any more units because mostly...
Base is under attack.
And I say once we hit 150, I think I will go ahead and push out to burn a memory so bright in cases.
Base is under attack.
Because we are losing bases rather quickly. And right now, I don't care how long it will take, but I'm going to try to destroy a lot of bases.
Mineral field.
This is just in case that we run into problems. As you can pretty much see, we are really losing our structures, so we will not be able to support anymore. That's why I'm building a whole bunch of pylons right now.
Foolish, prideful children. There was one among you who could have jeopardized my great plan. But in your recklessness, you mistook her for the true threat. The Queen of Blades. How could we have known?
As you can pretty much see, it freezes from your last point, and I think once it gets back in, it continues what goes on during time. As you can pretty much see, we are flat out of space until more of these come on. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to do an assault. The reason why is because I'm not going to spend all this time and make you guys suffer, as I said before. Now another reason is because we really have so many units that we do not need to worry about running into too much danger. Yep.
Mineral field depleted.
Now as you can pretty much see, this is actually... I'm actually quite surprised.
March forward without fear. There can be no doubt.
Mineral field depleted.
Now we could continue pushing on. We could just do whatever we want
Base is
to
under
do.
attack.
Because I do want to take on these Omega-less. These things are a pain and a butt to take care of.
Upgrade complete.
Now we're done with all ship upgrades, but we do have one shield upgrade to do and one
Base is under attack.
plating armor to deal with. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back because I think they just resupply and that's it, and it's unfair to just one. So I think I will go ahead, send them all back, use a humongous laser.
Base is under attack.
Now as you can see, now we're losing units, so let's actually show off the vortex real quick.
boldly without fear. Our top.
Now, if I
Defeated.
Path is clear.
I'll show it on the next wave.
Rescue Geyser exhausted.
Now, as you pretty much see, they will go in and suck in a lot of our units as well. Now, as you can pretty much see, we just took with ourselves. We just took a whole bunch of units.
Mineral field depleted.
The 7 units that I have.
Base is under attack.
I'm gonna go ahead and send in those units because, well, might have not. Let's make them part of the force.
Mineral field.
Because we were gonna go on an all-out battle and that kind of stuff, and well, let's burn the memory so bright that literally it takes them 5 years to find out where we are.
Rock and voyage.
Anywho, but I really want to try to knock out a lot of our units because I
My
think probes also
burdens
count as well.
Base is under attack.
Now to assault. Vortex, if it will go. I don't think so, so I can just tell them to go attack.
If only we had acted sooner.
Well, we now lost Zeratul, which means, well,
March boldly without fear.
now Artanis is in command, because it follows by ranks.
Upgrade complete.
I will be trying to knock out a lot of them out and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to kill them as fast as I can. That's why I'm not resupplying them too often. Because mostly I want to try to make sure that we can actually have fun. That's why I'm not resupplying them at all. I'm just mostly doing it by number. That's why a lot of units were falling. But I think the only way to do it is pretty much trying to either shoot themselves, which I don't find using it because it takes even longer to do that, and pretty much it takes so much, it takes even more time to just go ahead and try to hurt them. Now, I think I'll go ahead and during my free time to actually go fly around. Go ahead and just trying to assault stuff. Now, there's a spare base over here, it just is really, really dangerous to do.
Lord will come. Our path is clear.
Base is under attack.
Either way, I'm trying to kill them, so that's why I'm not trying to give them too much support. Remember at least one time when I played this, it just went through like F3 to F7, so Arthas was, not Arthas, Artanis was the last one alive.
Your efforts are futile. My harbingers will usher in a new age.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually just gonna go in and try to kill.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Our thoughts are one.
Base is under attack.
Our path is clear. March boldly.
Now from, as you can see, we just dropped down to the commander of it really didn't fall.
March boldly without fear.
Now the problem is, I'm trying to kill them as fast as I can, but the problem is, I can't kill them fast enough. Luckily enough, we did go through a large amount of numbers.
There has no
think we are losing, we're dwindling in numbers a little bit, but I think that's
Our
pretty much it.
thoughts are one.
Let's go ahead and try to take out that base right there. I can't remember. This is a great turn.
Mineral field depleted.
And that's pretty much it.
There can be no doubt.
We're not going to resupply ourselves.
Upgrade complete.
Onwards with the assault!
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now it's getting kind of the point that you know, continue to assault us. We are losing some structures, but that's pretty much it. And pretty much they'll just continue sending stuff in, and that's pretty much it.
March boldly without fear.
So anyway, we are losing some units. It's just mostly right now. We do not have that much.
There can be no.
As you can pretty much see, this is how big it can get if you let it go. I think this is as big it will actually go. So, yeah. You do have to die, no matter what, because I like to do it on. Here comes the next commander who's about to die.
There's just too many of them.
Now we're able to force them out, but the one thing is, we are actually losing units. I'm not gonna lie, we're actually losing units. But it doesn't matter. Because, well,
March
we don't
boldly
have to
without
worry about
fear.
it too much, and, like, they keep getting bigger and bigger. Some of them are very weak waves, but a lot of them are very strong. I think this is pretty much kind of weak because mostly, you're able to shoot them out of the sky. You're able to just shoot them out. I really don't care about respawning. I'm not afraid to actually lose structures right now.
Our thoughts are one.
Pretty much, we won't get any more supplies.
There can be no.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now, if it's going to continue to attack, I think Arthas will be the next one to fall. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So wait, now we have a single bar. We lost all our probes.
Base is under attack.
I just hope that it does what it did to me the first time that I played this on easy. It went through every single number of them. Which I think it will happen.
I return to the void.
Your count is clear.
That way, the big one is still there.
March boldly without fear.
I'm actually gonna pull
Will come.
him
Warriors
back.
have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack.
Our thoughts are great in unity. March boldly without fear.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I just don't want Arthas to die. He's such a good character.
Engaged the enemy.
March boldly without fear. Our thoughts are one.
Forgive me, great Tassadar. I wasn't strong enough.
Hey, at least I sucked in all the units before I died. Anyway.
As I was your beginning, so shall I be. is expended. It is finished.
Anyway, there is like as I said before, I have played this very, very hard. And pretty much, you could get Blaze of Glory, which you have to kill another 750 on normal. I have tried to do it, but it really did not work. I get overrun really easily, and I do not resupply it, because mostly I don't want this to go on long. So anyway, I have got semi-glory, which mostly I got another 250 because I was trying to kill them, so mostly I had to try to run into the forces itself, not try to stay behind lines. But anyway.
Friend Raynor, you now bear witness to the truth. There is a malevolent presence within the void that seeks to destroy everything we hold dear. Could this fallen one be Azel Naga? After so long, could the gods themselves seek our destruction? And Kerrigan, I can hardly believe the wretched Queen of Blades will prevent the destruction of all that we know. Raynor, you may soon hold Kerrigan's fate in your hands. I know only that she must live. Be wary, old friend. The hounds of the void are on the hunt.
So this is pretty much the last mission of the crystal itself. But I'll go ahead and I'm going to go by and I'm going to try to show you what exactly do. Right now we probably at least finished the Zerg strand. I'm not 100%. Yeah, it's just a Zerg. But anyway, we are
Damn,
close.
brother. You look like you could use a drink.
I saw the last vision Zeratul put into the crystal. It was a look into the future. A final battle against the hybrid. Armageddon. Somehow, Kerrigan's the key to preventing it.
Who knows how the wheel turns? Cycles upon cycles. This much I know. Those that see the future best take heed. It's both a gift and a curse.
But is it cast in stone? That's what I need to know.
Who knows? I've heard you say we are who we choose to be. If that be true, the future cannot be fixed.
Tosh is kind of a little bit wrong. It's not really set in stone, and if we choose who we could choose to be, sometimes you can choose to go a different path.
Oh,
It's
what
seen
the
the
hell,
future,
cowboy? You look
not
like
set in
crap.
stone.
You been thinking about that girl again?
Kinda. I just got some bad news about what might happen if we can't save her.
No use worrying about what might happen, if you ask me. You want me to help, you just let me know.
Let's go to the bridge and then go down to the lab.
You look shaken, sir. What's wrong?
Zeratul called it a vision of the future. It was the end times, Matt. Armageddon. More Protoss than we ever knew existed. But there still weren't enough to stop the hybrid.
What about Kerrigan? Wasn't she supposed to stop them?
In this timeline, she was dead. Killed by us. That's what Zeratul's been trying to tell us all along. She has to live, or we're all doomed.
But as before, she's infected. So there's no... Oh, I forgot to check out the news.
Hankering for some down-home cooking out there in the space lanes? Come on down to Bubba's Gas and Grub. We got 2 for Tuesdays, featuring barbecue Muta wings. Also, free plasma charge with each fill-up. Bubba's Gas and Grub. Your space trucker home away from home.
Yeah, that's pretty much a commercial. We're going to get we get commercials during the crystals because we're not doing events. We're actually staying away. Now to upgrade our armor. And here's a message from the Mobius Foundation. Mr. Rayner, we have unfortunately reached the limit of what you can learn from Zerg biosignatures. We would be happy to purchase any future samples you find for 10,000 credits per sample. Check this control panel if you find any further BIOS support, and the funding will be instantly wired to your account. Sign, Dr. Nefarious. Remember, we have a mission with him. We gain 20,000 credits. And I will go ahead and I will try to come back to the control panel off camera because it's just the same thing. It'll just wire to you. Anywho, we get 2 new abilities. We get the Hive Mind Emitter. Defensive structure can permit mind control Zerg units. And I believe you get to choose, or if you don't, I think you can set it up that it will help out. Or we could go to Zon Dismantles. Defensive structure, slow movement and attack speed of nearby Zerg. Contain effect. Now, I find this be probably a little bit more useful. But the one problem is, you probably just need to go for this because this structure won't be helpful until the final area. The final area is very hard to try to keep structures up, so I think I'll go ahead and do this so we can keep structures a lot easier to defend. Anywho, here's our tank again. If you guys want to read this, go ahead. I'm not going to try to read it. But anywho, we're now going to get back to the storyline next episode. So, if you guys enjoyed and want to see even more, please like the video, subscribe if you want to become a member of the Metal Empire, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.